Hey, it's Jang here from Ultimate RC and RCmania.com, the place for toy-grade RC reviews. This is a video to accompany my written review of the Hogs Gyro X. You can find all of the little details and statistics about this craft on the review page itself, but this video is just going to give you an overview of what you get and how it flies. This little guy is about 5.5 inches long, uses a coaxial design. That means that it has two counter-rotating main props or main rotors to actually give it lift. It also has these interesting weighted, what are called fly bars on both of the rotors. That's to help give it even extra stability. And then at the rear, you'll see this tiny little propeller that's facing up, and that's attached to the third channel of control, and that gives you forward and reverse pitch or angling, which gives you forward and reverse movement. The controller has throttle on the left, that's for your up and down motion, and there's no spring in it, so wherever you let go of it, that's where it will stay. That's going to help you to hover. And then on the right stick, you've got your left and right turning, and forward and reverse movement. And it's all smooth, so you can do both at once. Down on the bottom is a charging port. You just pull that out, and that can be plugged directly into the helicopter, and that's how you charge up the built-in rechargeable battery on the helicopter itself. What you're looking at here is literally my very first flight of the Gyro X right out of the box after charging it up for the very first time. I didn't do any trimming. I actually started just adjusting the trim for left and right on the controller after I took off. So this is pretty much exactly what you get out of the box. And just look at how stable it is. This is a gyro stabilized helicopter, and that means that it actually has a motion sensor on board, so it can tell when it is turning, and if it's turning and you're not asking it to turn, it'll actually automatically adjust itself and make sure it stays pointing only in one direction. That's why when you see it turn, it seems to kind of just snap into place, where it'll start to rotate and then it'll just stop rotating altogether. It almost looks robotic the way that it works. Forward and reverse movement is a lot more smooth. There's no stabilization there, at least no electronic stabilization. It's just relying on the coaxial design and those weighted fly bars that I mentioned earlier on to just physically keep it wanting to be oriented straight up and down. All of the design features seem to work together pretty well, and it's just very easy to fly. You can see that it lands just fine, it takes off pretty smoothly. That was actually what you would call a rough takeoff for the Gyro X, because I landed it on a soft surface that wasn't even completely flat. For absolute beginners to RC heli flight, if you take off from just a floor in a large open area, you can just operate the throttle channel by itself for up and down motion. You don't even need to worry about the right stick at first. Just get used to the up and down motion, figuring out where it's hovering, how much throttle you need to get it to move up, how much you need to get it to move down, because it does have excess power. You can take it straight up to the ceiling pretty quickly. It's not too much of a panic suddenness to it, but it does have enough power to move around. It's got plenty of forward speed available, and reverse speed is pretty much the same, to move around a decent sized area without giving you too much of a panic or too much of a worry of hitting something too suddenly. In all, the Hogs Gyro X is smooth, seems to be built pretty well, and it flies nicely. To learn more about it, be sure to check out my full unpaid independent review of the Hogs Gyro X at RCmania.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.